Hello, my name is Dan O'Connell and I'm a lecturer in religious education at Mary Immaculate College in Limerick. I just wanted to talk to you for a moment today about a possible lesson you might like to use with your children for the Grow in Love programme. The lesson that I've used with the children in my house, it's the gifts of the Holy Spirit. It's on page 86 of the 5th class programme. Now, we have children of different ages, and it's handier really, as we all struggle a bit with doing homework with our children, just to have one lesson, if you like, with all the children rather than different lessons and different books and Grow in Love. So this story, the gifts of the Holy Spirit, talks about naturally the gifts of the Holy Spirit. So the way that I did it with the children in my house was I asked the children to find the passage to do with Pentecost in the Bible. So I gave them a Bible each. And then I gave them a challenge to find, where do you find Acts of the Apostles, the book Acts of the Apostles? Is it New Testament, Old Testament? And it's chapter 2, verse 1. So they had a race to do that. So you have to find the passage where the gifts of the Holy Spirit are given to the disciples. So they did that. And then after that, what I wanted them to do was to think about, have you seen anybody that's inspirational, that demonstrates these gifts? And so the way that I thought about doing it was to show part of a movie from Father Damien of Malachi, who's become Saint Damien of Malachi. He was a Catholic priest from Belgium, living in Hawaii in the 1800s, and helped people who were lepers. Finally going to the island of Malachi, it was a leper colony at the time. So I thought we'd find that video on YouTube, which we did, Father Damien of Malachi, and then with a sheet of paper that I've done up here, gifts of the Holy Spirit, and I put the different gifts of the Holy Spirit on it. And then the numbers, Father Damien here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 being not very strong, 2 being stronger, and 5 being very strong. And the idea was, we found the video, and then every so often we watch maybe 20 minutes of the movie, and then try and find, where was he wise? Where was he right or wrong? And then we'd stop it after every so often and have a conversation about, right or wrong. For instance, one of the things that Father Damien did while he was in Hawaii was hide somebody who was running from the authorities who had leprosy. And if she was caught by the authorities, she'd be sent to Malachi. So he hid her. Now, one of the children thought that was a good thing to do, to protect the woman. But one of the other children thought, I don't think that is a good thing to do. He was wrong to hide her, because what if she spreads the disease amongst the other people on the island? So that gave us a good conversation about one of the gifts, and so on. So what we did was watch different clips of the movie. You don't have to do this every day, but depending on your time and availability, it's a handy way to do it. And then the idea was, at the end, what we did was think a little bit about ourselves. What gift would we notice strongest in ourselves? And what gift maybe needs a little bit of attention, a little bit of help? So the idea was to try and link the life of the children to the faith that's in our tradition. You could pick anything. It doesn't have to be Father Damien of Malachi. It could be anything that's inspirational. Anyway, I hope that's helpful to you as you work at home with your children and doing some growing in love. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.